Yeah, we bring reviews of your house, talk to our dudes of your house. I bring my views of your house, wrestling truths of your house. We talk to you in your house, we keeps it cool in your house, we keeps it cool in your house. I'm spitting truths in your house. Yeah, Mark's hating on his fast, Becky's niche on the man. Play with two like a lions, household a dangerous alliance. I am a diamond like Cody, and I'm overcoming like Kobe. No, they cannot hold me. Come listen, I'm hosting, critiquing, I'm boasting. This wrestling I'm knowing.
Fuck this shit! It's all about podcasts these days.
This is Leo Rush, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, and you are listening to the In Your House podcast.
This is Austin Theory of Evolve, and you're listening to the In Your House podcast.
This is AEW's Darby Allin, and you're listening to In Your House podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your House, starring Alakan House and my man, Michael Hutchison. That's Mikey Hutch. This is the People's Podcast. Haha. Hey guys, you already know who it is. It's your boys, Con and Hutch, ready to get at it. Work. When it comes to this professional wrestling business, that is what we do, and hey, we love it. So let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at
he's about to tell him, son.
Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's alright. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to you. And ooh, where is the clock? I'm checking the time because last time that I checked, In Your House was the hottest professional wrestling podcast in the Midwest, because we hit them with that work, round the clock. You guys already know what it is. Oh yes, the director's in the building. Me and Hutch about to kill him. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing fantastic, bro. What a night last night was.
Yes. Oh man.
What a night. But yeah, we got the cornerstone commentary here with the killer spin that Venom semi-automatic.
Yes, man.
Here for another show. How's everybody doing?
Oh, and you know, we got to do it again, man. It's Thursday night, which means it is our Thursday night Facebook Live podcast, and we love to give it to them, man.
Man, we're here yet again. I love it. You know, chilling here at Dragon's Ford, always hospitable.
Absolutely.
You don't need to get out here. We'll be talking more about them as we go along. But we got a lot to talk about here, man.
Oh my goodness, it was such a great Wednesday night of professional wrestling, and I think both shows, for different reasons, were great. And man, there's a lot to get into, man. And for me, man, I just recently got a chance. I figure we'll talk about this one first, just to kind of move it out of the way. I know you didn't get a chance to really catch it, but I have to bring up NXT a little bit, man.
Yeah, go ahead, and I'll let you take the helm on that one.
Sure.
Well, I mean, you run the helm of the ship anyway. I mean, it's your house. Anyway, we're just paying the rent. But yeah, man, like I actually had full intentions of watching this show, but you know, adulting and that kind of thing unfortunately kept me from it.
Yeah, for sure.
I do watch AEW live.
Yeah.
Who would have guessed, right? I talked to Ripley, believe it or not, they weren't that shocked. But yeah, man, I do still plan on watching NXT because as much as I love what AEW is doing, I love what NXT is doing as well.
Right. Oh yeah.
But yeah, why don't you go ahead and talk to him about that a little bit?
Yes, man. So I have to talk about this match, which I'm just gonna come outright and say it. I'm not pulling any punches. I'm just hitting it right in the mouth, and that's the fact that, man, my match of the week right out the gate, Angel Garza versus Lio Rush for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Oh my gosh, what an incredible match, bro.
Yeah, man. I actually, again, as I previously stated, I have not got a chance to see it myself, but as we all know, any recent listeners, and you as well, know I've been pretty active on the Twitter.
Yeah, for sure.
As of late, and man, a lot of buzz about that match. And again, this guy's great.
Yes,
like,
man.
He's so good. We were talking a little bit about this cat.
Yeah.
About how you compared him to Eddie Guerrero.
Yes,
And
yes.
I
I stand behind
And
that.
there's a lot of that because you hear Sammy Guevara getting compared to Eddie Guerrero as
Yeah.
well, and I don't dispute that. But I
Yeah.
don't dispute this comparison either because what's interesting about Angel is he could play a dastardly, despised heel.
Yeah.
But he'd be a lovable baby face at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is a flip of a coin.
Yeah.
And anyone who can play both sides that well and work that well.
Oh, yeah.
That's checking all the boxes right there, dude. I mean,
Absolutely, absolutely. And the fact of the matter is they put on a fantastic cruiserweight style match. I mean, I'm watching this match and everybody who knows me, including yourself, I know you know this as well, is that I always have been and always will be a fan of the WCW cruiserweight division. So when I saw the match that I saw last night, it was that type of vibe amplified because the things that these guys did in the ring, I mean the displays of athleticism that they had against each other, and then they were going move for move. They used each other's finishers on each other. I mean, and the way this match played out, and it just started out so hot, and the action that you saw, it really made me just a bigger fan of Angel Garza. Bigger than I already was. I like Lio Rush. Love Lio Rush. He was a super talented and great, great cruiserweight champion in the reign that he had. But I think what they did was well by taking the title off of him, putting it on Angel Garza when it seems as though he's starting to be on the come up, as it were, as a talent, and people are really starting to pay attention to him and like him. And now I see him as a champion, and as much as I liked Lio Rush's cruiserweight title reign, I'm not mad because I'm really excited for Angel Garza's reign, bro.
Right. And once I heard, thanks for the spoiler, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, I was aware of the outcome.
Right.
But yeah, the sky's the limit for this guy.
Oh man,
yes. I think he'll be a great champion.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be an excellent champion.
And he's going to be one of those, you'll look forward to seeing, every match that he's in.
Yeah.
Because, he's going to kill it.
Exactly.
He goes in a 10 at all times. So.
Oh, man, he does. And he went 10 in that match. But there was actually a really cool moment after the match was over, bro. And they went to commercial. Yeah, and they showed it when they came back from commercial.
Right.
And it was Angel Garza, the new NXT Cruiserweight Champion.
Sure.
In the ring, and he cut a really I don't want to overhype it. I mean, it was just a regular old promo, you know.
Right.
But it was so good in the sense that he meant what he was saying. He meant what he was saying, and he brought his girlfriend in the ring. And man, he proposed right there in front of everybody at Full Sail.
After the match.
After the match was over, after he had just won the championship.
I have questions.
Yeah.
I have questions. He's a heel.
Actually,
is he a heel?
Honestly, I think they was running him kind of, I think the lines were kind of blurred in that match, to be honest with you.
Because here's my thing, because from what I gather, because I've seen him again, I can't say I'm super familiar with him, but I've seen him a little bit.
Yeah.
And I thought that they were kind of running him as a heel, because I know there was one point he stood beside somebody's wife.
It was Lio Rush's wife.
Lio Rush's wife. And just randomly ripped his pants off or some shit.
Yeah, he did. He just ripped his pants off, bro.
Baby faces don't do that.
Yeah.
But then it's all right, so that's going to happen. But then he's going to propose to his wife, or proposed to this girl.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be nice. But dude, you were just like ripping your pants off and like flashing your packages at your opponent's wife, bro. And now you're gonna be like, oh, I love you, girl.
Yeah.
I love you, girl. Marry me. I propose to you in a square circle. You're my first, my last, my everything. Me showing her my package, I mean nothing. Nothing in the grand scheme of things.
I feel it, bro, but I think
Well,
like
no, because it looks vulgar.
But when I'm looking at that moment, and I'm paying attention to the match. Like there was moments in the match where they were like, going blow for blow, right? Like punch for punch.
Whoa, we were just talking about packages. Now we're talking about blow for blow. I'm gonna go ahead and pump the brakes right there on you, champ, because I don't like where this is going. This is not that kind of show.
But so they were doing that, and
Okay.
and the crowd was booing Lio Rush when he punched, and cheering Angel Garza when he punched.
Okay.
So I think the crowd kind of knew who they were behind. And remember, it's a Full Sail crowd,
That's
bro.
why that right there is what
It's
I was
the Full
gonna say.
Sail
It's the
crowd.
Full Sail crowd.
Yeah.
So they cheer the heel. They're gonna cheer whoever they want.
Yeah.
So, but it's like I'm just thinking if they're running this guy as a heel doing that, you can't be having a heel do like a babyface proposal to his girl. I get that it was a sweet sentiment and all that stuff, and and good on them. I assume she said yeah. Because, boy, that would have been a heel turn, wouldn't it?
Whoa, that would have been, yes, it would have, bro.
If she would have said no and joined Lio Rush and his wife in a polyamorous relationship. Now, there's a couple story.
We had to get 2 Yowie Wows out for that one, bro. Oh, my gosh. Yes, but no, man, it was a good moment, and I think that with the way that with the new school wrestling, and you think you're going to see this with AEW, too, when it really comes down to it, is that they're letting the fans decide who they want to get behind. You know what I mean? They're letting the fans decide, and you got to take the good with the bad on that, because look at what we do when they try to force people, Humberto Carrillo, down our throat.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? And you're not getting a reaction, then we're gonna be mad because you're not listening to us.
Yeah.
But if people are liking Angel Garza because he's swaggy and quirky and has those Eddie vibes, you got to go with it.
It's true, because, you look back at, some of the heels back in the day. I don't know why, but Razor Ramon just popped in my head.
Yeah.
Razor Ramon never came in as a good guy.
Yeah.
Hell, he was, I'm the bad guy. You know what I mean? I'm Razor, and he played that, but I'm like, that guy was cool. I thought that guy was awesome, so, I always cheered for that guy, even though he was a heel, so fair enough.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I guess I'll give you that half a point right there, but don't be talking about blow for blow.
None of that, bro.
Right? Yeah,
None of that.
whatever. It's just, this ain't having that kind of show.
Right,
I
man.
don't judge. We're just not having that kind of show.
Facts. But moving right along, man, we had Mia Yim.
I saw
Yes.
this.
Head baddie in charge, bro. Head
Don't
baddie.
call her a hood rat.
No, don't do it, bro. But she went up against the newly turned Dakota Kai. And Dakota Kai, I like her new heelish type look. It fits her, bro.
I've been liking it. How do the women of NXT do that? They come out and they're like, oh, happy, but man, then they turn heel and they look cool as hell.
Yeah.
It's like this totally new look, and it's just, I really like what Dakota's doing. And it's just,
Her facial expressions are really selling it for me, bro.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's the same thing that happened with Io Shirai. When Io Shirai was, the baby face, the genius of the sky, and as she was and everything.
Right.
And I liked her, but I didn't love her.
Right.
But
Yeah.
when she snapped on, Shayna Baszler, and then turned on, Candice LeRae.
Yeah.
When she turned on Candice LeRae, and then we saw this new incarnation of Io Shirai. I was like, okay, I love this girl. She just feels like she's more natural, in her skin, and she just felt it more. That's the same vibe I'm getting from Dakota Kai.
Right, yeah. It is, it's great. It's cool to watch those changes happen too, because it's like, and we're gonna get into that a little bit in AEW as well.
Oh, absolutely.
But not to jump ahead, but yes, when you see somebody, it's like they're good, but not all the pieces are there.
Yeah.
But then once that puzzle is completed,
Yep.
boom.
It clicks, right?
Yeah, you're off. You know, what I mean, you're off to the races, so to speak.
Yeah.
So yeah, and like I said, and just hearing you talk about NXT, like I said, I am definitely gonna have to go back and watch it.
It was a good show, bro.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it.
Oh man, and the match they had, it was a good match, and Dakota Kai ended up winning on winning because of shenanigans. But the main thing happened after the match, and you'll check this out when you see it. They were fighting. They were going into the stands, right? Mm-hmm. So they're going into the stands, and they're over by like the sound equipment, like the production equipment and everything. Mm-hmm. They're going over there.
Yeah.
And so like they're climbing on like the production table, like they're fighting till they get on top of the production
This
table.
is what I think I saw, because I think I saw this on Twitter.
Yeah.
This looked nasty.
Yeah, they were fighting on top of the on top of the production table.
Yep.
And after that, Mia Yim did a huge back body drop, like belly to back, like drop, like suplex drop from the production table, off of that production table, going down through a table.
Yeah.
And pretty much killed Dakota Kai.
It looked like the back of Dakota's head hit that other table or something, because that's what I worried.
Yeah.
Like, because it was one of those, I don't know, somebody like tweeted it, and it was like a 10-second or like 30-second clip. It was just like showing the bump itself.
Yeah.
And man, when they fell through that table,
Oof.
it really looked like the back of Dakota's head clipped that other table.
Yeah.
As she came down.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, like that. I mean, I hope everybody's all right. But yeah, it looked great.
Oh man, it did look really good. It looked really good, and man, I just thoroughly enjoyed that segment. You know, it was all good. It was all good, and it continues the feud still. There's still smoke between them, but I got to bring it back around to like they did individual promos for like Adam Cole, like Vignets. Like they did one for Adam Cole, they did one for Shayna Baszler, which was very good.
See, they
very
needed
good.
more of that.
Yeah.
Because my thing, not to cut you off,
Sure.
the thing that's like kind of, I'm not gonna say it's putting me off of NXT, because NXT's been nothing short of brilliant.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and say that right now. As I've said before, there's not been a bad takeover. I don't see there being a bad takeover anytime soon.
Right.
It seems like they're setting up for what could be a takeover S-type show next Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm fucking here for next Wednesday.
Oh, absolutely. We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But NXT is just like, it's a great wrestling show.
It is.
Like, just as far as like an in-ring wrestling show. But it doesn't really have, it hasn't had, a whole lot of stuff outside of that.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of like longer in-ring promos and stuff like that. I'm not saying that they haven't had them.
Yeah.
But not as much.
Yeah.
You know, and they're really starting to change that a little bit. And,
They are.
And I get it that it just like, I mean, even though NXT's been around for a while, like AEW, it's going through changes as well.
It is.
Whereas AEW's brand new, and y'all need to be patient with them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You really got
We're
to,
going to get into that. But yeah, NXT is changing their game up as well, and I like the direction that it's going.
I do too, man. I do too. And like I said, they show different vignettes of different. Now, I really want to get into that Shayna one like a little bit more, because what they did was really cool. And basically what it was, man, is like they show her like she's under the hood of like a Mustang or something like that, like fixing it and everything, and talking about how she maintains cars and everything, and like it just showed her like looking like a real badass, you know. I thought that was cool, and then it transitioned into, you know, basically saying, oh, Rhea Ripley thinks she can take me out, but look what I've done to all your flavor of the months. And then they started listing off all the names that she had beaten, and I'm like, damn. That, because the list just kept going and going and going.
Because they've actually taken the time to build Shayna Baszler as a believable badass.
Yeah.
And whoever beats her, and it might be Rhea Ripley.
It could be.
Is going to be fucking made.
Oh, yeah.
Because, again, they made Shayna Baszler just look awesome.
Dude.
And she could take that L.
Oh, she could take. Oh, she could take.
She could take that L and be fine.
Yeah, for sure.
But But it's going to have to be a very strong fought match.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to. I can't wait for it. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Oh man, it's gonna make for a great holiday edition of the Wednesday Night Wars. It's gonna make for a great episode of In Your House. But man, they just did a really good job of building everybody up. And I really enjoyed it. Now, the last thing I want to talk about for NXT before we talk about our sponsors, and then we'll come back and talk about AEW, is the main event. The main event of the evening, which featured Finn Balor going up against Tommaso Ciampa, going up against Limitless Keith Lee in a triple threat match to determine who will go against Adam Cole next week on the holiday edition of NXT. And man, I loved the match. Thought it was a good match, but I do have something I have an issue with it.
Well, I know the outcome because again, Twitter.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to avoid it. I'm sitting there, tweeting up about, because I'm watching Dynamite.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the NXT sides as well.
Yeah.
From the the official updates to the followers and stuff that are watching the other side.
Yeah.
So I know the outcome, but I'm curious as to what your complaint is because I can't say I'm a fan.
Not a fan of the match?
Well, I can't speak on the match because I haven't seen it.
Okay.
So that's not fair for me to critique that.
Yeah.
But the outcome.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I don't have an issue with the finish because I thought it was a cool way to finish the match, but I honestly, Finn Balor was probably the last person I wanted to win that match.
That's exactly where I'm at.
Yeah.
Because that tells me that's a move, if you ask me. But yeah, on one hand you can say it's smart because you could be like, oh, you're going to have an established talent,
Yeah.
an established face that people's going to recognize from your other shows, your main shows.
Yeah.
On go into championship match.
Yeah.
But that just, I don't want to say you guys don't have faith in your NXT talent, but wasn't Keith Lee the one that got pinned?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh,
Keith Lee was the one that
really?
got pinned. Yep.
Really?
I didn't dig that. I mean, it's for me, man. Even if they would have done Keith Lee versus Adam Cole next week at the holiday edition of NXT, and even if he would have lost, at least they could have rode that Keith Lee momentum going into the next week because he honestly he's got the most heat behind him out of anybody that was in that match because he's still riding high off of his Survivor Series weekend.
Right.
So why didn't you ride that momentum at least to hype? Hey, you want to see Keith Lee go up against Adam Cole for the NXT Championship on the Holiday Edition because if Keith Lee wins, that's going to be a huge deal and we're going to capitalize on the momentum that he's had already. You know what I mean?
Right. And and I can hear some people out there now is like, you're really gonna shit on being able to have the opportunity to watch Adam Cole and Finn Balor in a match? These were Bullet Club brethren. How could you be? Look, it's Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Lego Man himself, Finn Balor. Again, I'm sorry, I haven't been invested in Finn Balor's WWE thing since he's pretty much arrived. Other than pretty much until I was with the Finn Balor experiment until they just dropped the ball with him in regards to the demon thing.
Bad.
I think it was this thing with when he went against Brock Lesnar. And it was like, oh, he always pulls out the demon at the most opportune time.
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna do that for Brock. But you're gonna do that for some bullshit after that.
Yeah, which was Bobby Lashley, so what? Look what Bobby Lashley is doing right now. Bobby Lashley, he's not that big a deal.
Showing his ass back then?
Yeah, he was.
I mean, yeah, we'll just leave that there. But yeah, I can't say. I mean, again, the match is going to be killer.
It's going to be a good match. But there's that disconnect with me and Finn, bro. And and I'm going, listen, this is our podcast. We're going to say what we want to say. I don't know if it's ever going to be repaired.
With Balor?
With Balor, for me personally, me.
The only way that they can correct Finn Balor with me is if they went full bore with the Lego gimmick. I mean, have this man in a Lego car, in a Lego house, with a Lego wife, little Lego kids, holding a little Lego baby, drinking from a little baby Lego bottle. Go with it, because that's the only thing. Because I'm sorry, Mr. Badass, you know, like this shit don't vibe with me. I don't buy it.
And he's still doing the finger poke thing, like or the finger guns thing, and it's like, okay, for me, bro, that got old so fast.
And what this tells me, because like, okay, because I get it, it's like, oh, that's what he's doing back in the Bullet Club days. This is just another example of WWE trying shit way too damn late.
Tardy to the party, bro.
They're like, oh, we're gonna strike this iron, but it's cold as hell. But we're gonna go ahead and try hitting it anyway.
Yeah.
You're just making noise. You're not tempering anything.
Yep.
You're just making noise, and I ain't listening.
Like I said, man, for me, he was the last guy that I wanted to see win that. And I understand that they want to have a big match next week, and they probably don't have any intention on taking the title off of, you know, Adam Cole.
And
I don't see why you do it right now, to be honest with you.
But you know what? They put Finn Balor there. It wouldn't surprise me if they did.
I wouldn't be shocked,
It
and
wouldn't
honestly,
surprise me.
I'll be honest with you, that'll make me a little mad.
I mean, yeah, I'll just.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
I mean, it frustrated. I mean, it would just be typical, but it would just be like, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be shocked either, but it's like this run that Cole is having, and like you have like it just doesn't feel like Finn's the right guy for him to drop it to, you know?
Finn's not the right guy to be fighting him for it right now.
No, it's not. He's not.
If you ask me, there was more story with Tommaso Ciampa fighting for it. Come on.
Yeah.
They did that crazy ass bump in War Games.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And Tommaso Ciampa's had this crazy comeback story that he's regenerated himself like Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
But you're going to go with Finn Balor because he's Finn Balor? I can't think of any other reason other than it's like, we need to beat AEW in ratings. I know ratings doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. I know y'all don't really want to hear about this shit, but I feel like this is kind of how they're thinking. Correct me, at me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just some dude that co-hosts this podcast and watches it like y'all do.
Yeah.
But it's just what I'm seeing. They're constantly selling for AEW, and this is just another example of that.
Yeah, because they think Finn Balor is a big name, and like, to me, he's just not, bro. I don't see it in him anymore. It faded away from me a long time ago, and you know that's just how I feel about it, man. So
what else can we say?
That's it, man.
You know, this podcast will probably never be sponsored by Lego. Because if Finn Balor has anything to say about it, it's probably not going to happen.
Oh God, not at all, bro. Not at all. But man, a couple of things I want to graze over a little bit before we do go to break and talk about our sponsors, man, is just real quick, we have to talk about this. Luke Harper is finally free, bro.
The big homie is free.
He is off the shackles, man.
Shouting it from the mountaintops. This man, like, never did I, you always see him. Oh, you know what? It's Monday. You know what that means.
You know what that means.
So
Tuesday, you know what
this
that
day,
means.
it was Sunday. You know what that means. I was finally able to reply to him on the Twitter and say, freedom
Yeah.
is what it means for you, sir.
Yes.
Good for you. May you go wherever it is that you want to go. I hope it's AEW.
Oh man, he can go anywhere and be over right now.
Oh, yeah.
But I think for the next 90 days, I think he's gonna probably just do like, well, I don't know. He might, you know what? I can't say. He might take some time off to kind of get his head straight or whatever, or maybe he'll just ride the indies for a little bit, the untelevised indies, because he can do the indies, but he cannot be on television.
I'm going to make a prediction, though.
Yeah.
Luke Harper, this man, Brody Lee, whatever he's going to go by,
Yep.
that man is going to have something to prove. You heard the old adage, some of that man's going to have a chip on his shoulder. This man's going to have a bag full.
Oh my gosh, bro.
And he's going to come out ready to work. He's going to come out ready to prove himself.
Yeah.
And if I'm Tony Khan, I'm scooping him up.
Oh man.
I'm scooping him up.
Yep.
I'm scooping that man up. I'm bringing him in the fold with us, and we're going to make that man the star that he should have been in WWE, because it's borderline criminal that they didn't do anything more with Luke Harper.
Absolutely, man. I agree with that.
It makes no sense to me.
And they're gonna have to deal. They're gonna have to deal with that early wave of, the people who hate on AEW just to hate on AEW, and they're gonna say things like, "Oh well, there they go picking up another ex WWE guy." Like, stop it! Like, stop it! He wasn't doing anything with WWE.
Just a touch on that for a second. It's like, you people who do that don't make any damn sense. You got the Butcher and the Blade that shows up, and you motherfuckers are sitting there like, who is this? Oh, look, AEW messed up. They debuted this team. Nobody knows who they are. Heard dirt. And then, if they go and get somebody who's a recognized face, they're like, oh, look at them. They're leaning on WWE talent.
Can't win,
they
bro.
Can't win with
Can't
you
win.
fickle people.
Can't win, bro.
You fickle-ass people who's the same schlubs that's trying to send out these pictures and all that stuff. Oh, look at AEW. Look at all these empty seats in AEW. Oh, they're terrible. Stop.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Oh my God.
Already, right?
It's tired, bro. It's tired, bro, because like we just sat up here and we did a whole segment talking just about NXT. Just about NXT and how good, in my opinion, NXT was, and you'll be able to expand on that when you watch it, and have your opinion and stuff like that. But for me, it was good, And I'm not sitting over here crapping on NXT and definitely not crapping on AEW because they were both good shows for different reasons. You know what I mean?
For sure. So can we talk about the really good wrestling show here soon? Can we talk about that?
Oh, it's coming, bro.
It's about damn time. And
It's
that's
coming,
what she
bro.
said.
But we also had, just to graze over real quick, we also had the Ascension that was released.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, good on them.
Yep, good for them.
And I got to touch on something here too.
Okay, go ahead.
That snitch end zone.
Oh, we're back to him.
Our boys. Primo. Robert Roode suspended for wellness violations.
Oh, man.
What a coincidence.
What a coinky dink, bro.
Snitchy McBlabbermouth. Wrestling's Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Man, yeah, that sucks. So,
Bobby Roode got the glorious bud, bro.
Man.
And he done got busted for it.
Oh, man, bro.
I don't know if that's what they actually got hit for.
Right, we have no idea.
Yeah,
we
I
really
don't
don't know.
speculate on that. I don't know, but yeah.
That sucks, man, because, like, I gotta say, ever since leaving NXT, it's been rough for Bobby, man, to find a spot, and he's really good.
Again, WWE don't know what to do with the talent they got. And I'll still say, as much as I love AEW, WWE's got the best roster out there, obvious.
Oh, yeah.
But they just don't know what they have. They don't know what to do with what they have.
Too much non-wrestling minds is back there, bro.
That's it.
Too many non-wrestling minds.
You got writers that used to write for Dawson's Creek writing for Monday Night Raw, and it's
man, with the whole situation that you see with Lana and Rusev, I'm starting to think you got like some writers from Divorce Court. You know what I mean? Maybe some writers from Murray. We're not gonna get too deep into that because it's not worth the oxygen.
But Vince was laughing his ass off when that incessant clucking was happening. And I think Rusev's in on the rib. Like, I heard some perspective on some other podcasts throwing it out there.
Yeah.
And I got to run with it on here too.
Yeah.
This man come out in a Donald Duck shirt.
He did, man. I'm like, what was that?
I'm just waiting for, just waiting for this deadpan to the camera and, just do the womp womp thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, just run with it. He knows it's garbage. They all know it's garbage.
Yeah. You know what? Seeing Rusev do this right now and see him still putting forth effort, but still just kind of quirkily, in a quirky way, like, I'm not with this. Like, it almost reminds me of those last few months from the John Moxley, then known as Dean Ambrose run in WWE, when he was just coming out and he was just, looking back at how Moxley is now in AEW and how he's rejuvenated, and then compare that to how he was those last few months with WWE, now it really shows that he was like, man, like, let me just get the fuck out of here. Let me finish up. He was just out there, strolling out there, just doing whatever,
Right, just whatever. Just no fucks given.
Yeah.
Yeah. again, it's like I was having a conversation with somebody. I know we were going to talk about this Lana thing and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
Like,
We can graze over it a little bit.
yeah, like a little bit. And it was actually the guy who we got to listen to our podcast.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, one of the new guys from Twitter?
Yeah. One of the new cats from Twitter. We were talking about the Lana thing, and he was like, "Oh, well, it'd be really easy, because he came in like a little bit hot." You
Yeah.
know? He was like, "Oh, well, yeah, it'd be really easy for you too if you're given bullcrap to deal with, or bullcrap material to work with."
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing, but
Yeah.
And I'm just like, "Bro, hey, we talk about it on the show all the time. The Benz filter, that thing's a bitch.
Yeah.
that thing is a bitch to get through. But Lana used to be good.
She used to be, and somebody said something on Twitter that I thoroughly agreed with. It's like she used to be the cold, calculating, slow talking, Putin supporting,
Right.
Just like, and she could cut a promo.
I was just saying on here before Rusev came out in a fucking tank.
Yes,
This
man.
is still to this day one of the most badass WrestleMania entrances I've ever seen.
Yes,
And
man.
then you got Lana right there in a believable role.
Super
now
believable.
she's got this flaky ass accent that comes and goes.
Yeah.
And she don't know what. I mean, she's got her lines, and you can tell she don't even really want to do it. Like, I feel bad for her too.
Yeah.
Like, and think about how she's catching all this shit
Mhm.
online
Yeah.
because of it. Because again, toxic.
Yeah.
But I don't know what else we can say about it. But
I just know it's been bad, and
Bad. It's
she
painful.
has just far below the expectations that she has set for herself years ago. Like when she was doing that, that Rusev Crush, that believable role that she was in, and now it's just really, really bad, man. Really, really bad.
for every good thing that they got, like Bray Wyatt, and hell, Bray Wyatt and The Miz, which is crazy to say, they got this tripe.
Yeah.
And that's, again, brings me to the frustration of WWE.
Absolutely,
But, yeah.
absolutely. Real quick, I want to throw a little love towards the NWO and Batista.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's going to be awesome to see all 59 members of the NWO on
Man,
there.
for real.
It's going to be crazy to see him hit the stage. I hope our boy Soul Train Jones is in there.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Or else I'm going to riot.
Oh, bro, like I never would have imagined that X-Pac would end up being a two-time Hall of Famer.
Yeah, because I do believe it's in all seriousness, it's not going to be all of them. It's going to be
Just the core.
the core members.
Yeah, just the four.
And probably as it should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just don't like the Hall of Fame. Like, I just don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care
yeah.
about it. It's the ego thing. It's
Yeah.
like, because then you got all people like, oh, well, this person should be in it. Oh, this person should be in it.
Right.
Why? Unless that's like I put on Twitter. Unless they're getting like a paycheck from it.
Yeah.
You know what? Who gives a shit?
Right.
You don't even have a building for it. So
Oh,
like,
no, they don't.
No.
They you're right about that. They don't. But I think it's just more about the notoriety, and then of course getting the, it's a big spectacle that they have every year. So I could see why it would be like from a talent's perspective, why you would, like it's great to be in the Hall of Fame. It's easy for us to say that the Hall of Fame isn't real because, I don't. To be honest with you, I've kind of lost interest in the Hall of Fame when it comes on every year. I don't sit up there and watch it like I used to.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just really don't. Like, I haven't really thoroughly enjoyed a Hall of Fame speech, to be honest with you, since Jake Roberts.
That's that hard one to top.
Oh, so good, bro. So good. But good for them. You know what I mean? Good for them. Batista.
Yeah.
Both of them, both the faction, the NWO and Batista, are both a couple of guys that I grew up with watching. And Batista's just winning at life right now. I said it on Pope's podcast. He's winning at life. Not only is he getting inducted into the, into the WWE Hall of Fame, but he slid in and successfully slid in, Dana Brooks' DMs and hey man, he's winning, bro.
Hey, well, and again, it's so funny like that you mentioned the whole Dana Brooks because I was like, is she gonna be the one that she could be the one that maybe induct him?
Right. Oh man.
But yeah, he's getting in on his Twitter game alone.
Oh man, for real. He hit that one at the park, spitting that. I saw some of those tweets and I'm like, man, dude is actually really smooth.
The one where he's like, no, this is my gym.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna work out in this gym. We can go find some gym to work out in. I was like, damn, you ain't gonna bring her in the gym yet.
Yeah, he's like, hold on. It's almost like when you bring a chick in your car and you're like, and when you guys are new together, it's like, don't touch the dash.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Just don't touch the dash. You earn the right to touch the dash.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And don't even look at the radio.
Word, bro.
Right.
Word,
He has
bro.
to be walking.
Oh man. But in all seriousness, congratulations to the NWO and Batista for hopping in the Hall of Fame.
And can I just say, because I gotta put this out on Twitter, that NWO theme is timeless.
It's timeless, bro.
Timeless. I still hear that theme, and I'm just like all day.
Yes.
Because when they say it's for life, dude, that's no joke.
It's for
I
life.
hear that shit, and it still hits right here.
Man, every
Right
single
here.
time, bro. Every single time. But man, it's time to talk about our sponsors, man.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
It's that time, you know what I mean?
We
Because
got a few of them.
yeah, we got a couple of them, man. It's coming together so well. But we are going to take a pause for the cause here at In Your House, and when we come back, we're going to talk some AEW. So sit tight, and In Your House will be right back. Hey guys, this is the director, Con House, of In Your House, and this episode is sponsored by Podcorn. Podcorn is a marketplace connecting podcasters to amazing podcast sponsorship opportunities such as host read ads, interview segments, topical discussions, and more. With Podcorn, there is no middleman. Podcasters of all sizes can browse and choose opportunities right on the platform, set their own rates, and collaborate with brands directly without any exclusivities. You never give up any rights to your podcast, and Podcorn is here to support you at every step to ensure you're protected and compensated for the work that you do for brands. The marketplace mission is to give podcasters transparency, creative control and freedom, and full control of how and when they monetize. So check the show notes on this episode and you will see a link to www.podcorn.com/podcasters. But now it's time to get back to In Your House. Hey guys, welcome back to In Your House, and we definitely want to take a second, as well as we shouted out our new great sponsorship, but also we want to take a second to shout out one of our consistent sponsorships, and man, that's Dragon Horde's Coin and Gaming. Dragon Horde is the premier store for Magic and coins in Central Indiana. If you live here in Central Indiana, come check out the store and play some events. If you aren't here, hit up the Facebook page at Dragon Horde's Coin and Gaming. That's Dragon Horde's Coin, lettering Gaming. To contact them about buying your stuff. They're always buying coins, Magic cards, silver, and of course gold. And if you don't know how to play Magic, they will teach you. They're very open-minded about having everybody learn to play this great game. You don't have to worry about judgment or anything like that. So come on in and check it out, man. I know that you play Magic. You played Magic in the past too, man. So why don't you talk a little bit about Dragon Hordes a little bit, just from your perspective?
For sure, man, for sure. As I've said on here before, like I used to play Magic. God, it's been years. So but I can say it's kind of like riding a bike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because again, the basic fundamentals are the same. There's a lot of rules consistently change with it. Well, when I came, when we started doing business with Dragon's Horde at the beginning, I came in here and sat and played a game.
Yeah.
Of Magic, just to see if I could.
Yeah.
And the location Jason, so helpful, so well knowledged in this game.
Yeah.
He was able to, any questions that I had, he was quick to come over there, explain it quickly, articulately.
Yeah. And in a way that you understood.
And in a way that I understood, and was able to quickly implement it in the game.
Yeah.
And just, continue playing.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't just sitting there like going through the cards. I was active in mid-game. And when I paused for a second, and of course, the people that, the kids that hang out in here, the guys that, men and women that hang out in here.
Sure.
They're cool as well. They're not going to shade you for, not knowing the game.
That's the biggest thing.
Like for me, I'm that type that's like, and people who play these card games know what I'm talking about. I got to pick up every card and see what's going on with it because I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
They ain't going to have nobody rolling their eyes at you or anything like that. So, again, this is such a fun game to play. Come in here and check it out. I mean, they will school you on how to play it. They do tournaments here.
Yeah.
We got a video game tournament coming up.
Yes.
And what is it? A couple weeks?
Oh, yeah, it's a couple weeks. It's actually going to be on the 21st
Yeah.
at 4 p.m. here at Dragon Hordes, and that's the Christmas Clash event where we're bringing it right back, and we're going to have another Super Smash Brothers tournament just like the one we had back in October, and it was fun.
And I'm also hearing rumblings. Nothing is coming to fruition as of yet, but I'll go ahead and just plant this seed right now. There are talks of a possible Halo tournament going on. I see that there was talks of, there were some people saying, I don't do the Smash Brothers, but if you guys would do a Halo tournament, I'm down. Okay, so Jason was like, hey, that's something we might be able to do. I'm sure In Your House guys would be down for that.
For sure.
So I was just like, I popped on there. I was like, hey, I didn't want to speak for you, but
I like Halo.
I could get down on a Halo tournament. I
Yeah.
don't have an Xbox myself.
Yeah, I don't, but I love Halo. I used to play Halo so much.
Me too. You know, on 360 and the original Xbox, I'll never forget sitting playing Halo 1.
Yeah.
I mean, forget about it.
Oh.
So yeah, that's something that might be coming down the pipeline as well. So stay tuned for that. But again, the store is where it's at.
Yes, it is.
It's a great location. It's a great layout. And again, you got some stuff you want to get rid of. You're sitting, you're sitting on some gold, you're sitting on some silver, whatever. Come here and sell it.
Come on in.
Come here and, as they say, get a piece of the empire.
Yes, man, and it's great. But now it's time to swerve into AEW, and you being the big time AEW guy, man. Why don't you go ahead and lead us in, will you?
Man, I hated the show. It was the worst. No, man, this show was great.
Oh, so good.
I mean, just another easy watch. I mean, where the fuck do I begin?
Wherever you want, man.
I mean,
wherever you want. This is all you, bro.
First you had Mox, right? Mox is just monster over. Okay.
Yeah.
Like that, and God love AEW. Like from what I gathered last week, there was talks of the audio issues with AEW.
Mm-hmm.
This was actually addressed on the Being the Elite video, and you can call excuses, you bunch of marketing marks, or whatever the hell you want. But you know what? I'll give it to AEW. Any kind of faults and balls dropped or whatever you want to call it, they've addressed it.
They take ownership, bro.
Right, and apparently there was actually audio issues on TNT's side. It wasn't their fault.
Oh, okay.
But one thing that AEW has had issues with, if you ask me, is miking everything right.
Yeah.
Like, because again, that Indianapolis show that we went to was loud.
Yes, it was.
But if you watch it on TV, some of it wasn't exactly as loud in parts that I remember it being loud for.
Yeah.
So, like, I think they needed to work on how they mic'd the crowd, and I think they got that right last night.
Yeah.
Because that crowd was loud.
Oh, my gosh.
You heard every cheer, every pop, every clap, and oh, my God, all the boos for MJF, and we'll get to that. But yeah, I mean, you had Mox come out at the beginning with a squash match, which broke a record. It was literally like 5 seconds.
Yeah, it was nothing.
I mean, it was nothing. I don't even remember who the guy was.
Alex Reynolds.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alex Reynolds, thank you.
Yep.
But yeah, I was actually tweeting about, oh, here comes Mox, blah, blah, blah. I say, I know, boom, match was over and his theme music was playing again.
Yeah.
And then out come Jericho.
Yep.
With a very interesting, a lot of nods. Not, we always say, like, AEW does not need to reference WWE.
Right.
But if they do it like this, I'm fine with it.
Expand on it.
First off, they surrounded the ring. The inner circle comes out, the whole squad.
Yeah.
Right. Like Jericho's running like 560. The whole inner circle's there.
Yeah.
The Big Hurt's there. You got Proud and Powerful.
Yep.
The Spanish God's there. You got the whole squad. They surround the ring, kind of like the Shield used to do.
Okay.
Where you got the Big Hurt on one side, Ortiz and Santana on the other side, Sammy on one side, Jericho in the ring.
Yeah.
And they're having this conversation. And Jericho makes a lot of references to what they did up north, so to speak.
Yeah.
In the matches where we beat the hell out of each other. And Jericho talked about, and I navigated the waters and I brought you here.
Yeah.
And it was a great dialogue with him. And then Jericho offered him a spot in the inner circle.
Oh, okay.
I'll give him a shirt, say, you maybe I'll talk about it now.
Yeah.
Think about it. Mox didn't say anything. It plants a seed, and it continues to weave the story to keep it going.
Yeah.
We all know what the end game is going to be.
Yeah.
We all know it's going to be Mox versus Jericho.
Yep.
But do we, though? You know what I mean? Because again, AEW seems to kind of want to buck the trend a little bit. Now
Yeah.
here it would make sense too, because again, this is where it seems like it's going. But regardless, I'm here for the fucking ride, and it was just a great start to the show. And then I mean, then you just got the matches, man. I mean, the matches. I mean, all the matches that they had were great. And one thing I got to talk about, man.
Sure.
The Dark Order.
Yes, man. Oh my gosh.
I showed you that little vignette.
Yeah.
You said you really didn't catch it because you kind of dipped in an hour too because you had
Yeah.
some adults and stuff
Yeah,
going
for
on
sure.
that you
Yeah.
had to do. And
Yeah.
again, I'm totally with it, bro.
Yeah.
This Dark Order. Before I even get into that, I'm going to put over AEW for this.
Mhm.
Damn it if they don't give up on a talent.
That's what I love, man.
Because this Dark Order thing, we talked about, oh, here they come with the homie throne and all that stuff. Not gonna lie, man, I'm sitting there watching it in my head as much as I wanted it to work.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is an independent gimmick. This is something that is not for a mainstream TV show.
Right.
But AEW's kept refining it. And now they are on a path with this Dark Order thing that is just gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Like, because again, like the way that I'm not sure if you guys seen it, and if you haven't, you guys need to go out and look for this. The little vignette they did with, I don't remember the guy's name. It's one of the smaller like enhancement tag teams in AEW.
Oh yes, yes.
And they're sitting in a hotel room, and all of a sudden, that Dark Order commercial comes on, and
Yeah.
they're kind of talking about like, oh, you can go to the lobby and get this, and all of a sudden, it's like, aren't you tired of being a jobber and losing all the time?
Yes.
And it's like he starts talking to this guy, and the guy's talking back to the TV, talk about join the Dark Order, and like again, it's just so good, and the website's real.
It is real, isn't it? You were saying that before the show.
website is real. And I know I made jokes on here before. I was like, oh, I signed up. I got the loot crate and all that shit. Well, I actually signed up for this. I haven't gotten anything yet. I've gotten a few likes and all that stuff from Stu Grayson, and all that. But I've seen that Uno is actually calling people out on Twitter.
Really?
Saying the Dark Order has found you. And he says their full name. And all this stuff, and they're just doing like this really cool. I don't know if it's kind of like a dark Scientology vibe, like you know what I mean? Like it's this weird ass shit, but I'm fucking here for it, bro. And as I put on Twitter, this Kool-Aid tastes magnificent.
Yes.
And all I can say to you listeners out there is, join the Dark Order.
Oh my gosh! Now when I saw that, man. And this is, they've done some things like this. Like we saw a little bit of it, like when we went to the show in Indianapolis, and they showed it on the Tron and everything. But
because we saw the first one.
Yeah, we saw the first one
live.
Yep, we saw the first
Well, I
one.
mean, it was on the TV, but yeah.
Right. But it was cool, or it has been cool to see how it's progressed and grown, and it's been going and going, and they're going with it, bro.
It's that last piece.
Yeah.
It's that last piece. And again, that website is joindarkorder.com.
Oh,
It is legit. It is a website that you can sign up for. I don't know what happens. I did it. I'll keep you guys updated.
right.
But yeah, moving on from that, another team that really got me. And this was a team that, when they debuted, I'm sitting there going, who the hell are these guys?
Yeah.
I had no idea who they were.
Yeah.
And the crowd was like, who the hell are these guys? Fucking sold me this week just from the theme alone.
Yes, you were
And
talking
that-
about the
and
theme.
that is the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny.
And a bunny.
You can say the Butcher, the Baker, the Candlestick Maker, or whatever the hell you want to call it. You know, the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny. This squad
Oh man.
is dope.
They're good,
From
man.
the look, just because Allie looks awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, this is called spade a spade. She looks fantastic, and the two that she's running with just look insane.
Yes, they do. They look crazy, bro.
And again, that theme goes hard, and I don't know what you call that walk. I seen it called a hyper duck walk.
A hyper
that
duck
the
walk?
Butcher did.
Yeah.
I do that shit everywhere I go. I went into the office today doing that shit. People's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Going to work."
Oh man.
And that big son of a bitch wouldn't even want to work. And I did say that man with that mustache, the butcher, I swear I crossed that man with Red Dead Redemption at some point. He will take your girl and tie her ass to the train tracks.
Yowie wowie!
But now here's my thing with that match that I had an issue with.
Okay.
QT Marshall
Yeah.
did great. Like I was not expecting that at all. He was picked, as in like, oh, Cody's just not going to have a very effective partner in this situation.
Yeah.
Because MJF sent the Butcher and the Blade at Cody.
Yeah.
Right. That's the story going into it. This basically, from what I gather, was supposed to be, and they hailed it as they pushed it rather as the debut match of the Butcher and the Blade.
Yeah.
A debut match typically is supposed to do what? Establish a team.
Yeah.
Here they are. They've arrived, right?
Mm.
But everybody was talking about QT Marshall. Like, there was way too much offense.
That he got.
The QT Marshall, and I get Cody was going to get some.
Yeah.
But I just felt like that this is something they could have done a little bit quicker and not gave as much offense to him. Did it make for a fun, crazy spot where QT Marshall did that off the ropes, backflip, flippity-doo-dah,
Yes.
over whatever the hell that
It
was.
looked like he barely made it.
He barely made it, but the crowd went nuts. Like,
Yeah.
and just like Cody said in a post-show or post-interview, and he was talking about, this is why I love wrestling, because of moments like this.
Yeah.
The crowd was chanting Cody's partner and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But then, as QT Marshall kept going, they started chanting Marshall's name.
Yeah.
So they went from going, the other guy, to saying that guy's name.
Which is huge. Bro.
And that's getting
Yeah.
over. And that brings me back to my original point about AEW that I love so much.
Mhm.
They're making new stars.
Ex-
They're making new talent.
That's why I understand why you have an issue. I mean, I understand why you have an issue with it, as far as that was supposed to be the Butcher and the Blades moment, and QT Marshall was
And he still
really
went
the
over.
one.
Butcher
And
and
yeah,
Blades
and they
still
still
went
went over. But that's the thing, they still went over. They're still gonna have opportunities to get over as heels because they have that big win already. But I was not expecting to come into that match and have this underdog guy who his name's in my mouth.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Oh, I actually, and like I said, I was like, I gotta find it. I'm gonna find this guy. But you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
okay, this guy did something.
Exactly.
You know?
And he sold the fact that he was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I'm doing this really well,
Right.
because he is just some random schlub that's in this huge spot to come on this huge white hot promotion, and his debut match is tag teaming up with Cody freaking Rhodes,
Right.
going up against a couple of or a tag team that he just started a feud with, and that nobody expected this guy to be anything. And now I know his name. His name is QT Marshall.
Right.
Mission accomplished.
Yep. You got a name out there because again, I was expecting to come out of this thinking, okay, now I'm with the, now I know who Butcher and the Blade is.
Yeah.
And there we go. And that's all I expected, and maybe a little bit of progression on the storyline with Cody and all of that.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect to come out of this thinking coming out of it a QT Marshall guy.
Yeah.
It's like that guy was awesome. Now, am I saying he better get the AEW title run? No, I'm
No.
not saying that at all. The person should make him keep it as an enhancement guy.
Right.
But again, what he did in and of itself was great, and I can imagine how amazing that must have felt to him.
Exactly. And let's say the point that you made, you do want to use him as an enhancement guy. Now he's an enhancement guy with a little bit of credibility, because he went in there and had a really good match and a really good showing. And now, once again, QT Marshall is somebody, bro. He's somebody now because he made sure that he was, and the way that he sold everything that he was doing and how he was shocked. It's like, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm in this moment. I can't believe I just hit that big move. For me, it tied together well.
Right, and there was some shit that Cody hit as well that I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Like Cody's so good.
Man.
Like, their knees down. There's a few wrestlers I say this about. Bray Wyatt's one of them. Cody's another one.
Oh, man.
There were more Cody Roses in wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
he's so great. He's so great at what he does. And I'm a little bit concerned. I'm a little bit concerned because Cody is so hard on for not trying to be that booker that is booking himself to go over.
It's a tough spot.
But
the crowd wants it.
they want him to be champion. They want him to be in the main event. They want him to be in those big spots. But he is so hard. He's so hard pressed to say, I don't want to be that promoter. I don't want to be that guy that puts himself at the top. He has it. He's doing it like it's almost. For me, it's almost to a fault because Cody's so good that he actually deserves to be in those spots.
Yeah. And again, the crowd wants him there, but I love that they're showing restraint on that because that's exactly what would happen.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look, he got his own promotion so he could book himself as champion.
Yeah.
You know?
If anything, he's going out of his way to not book himself as champion.
Again, he straight up booked a stipulation where he can't fight for the fucking title.
Right.
So I mean, he's not booking himself as a champion. And this thing with him and MJF is just, yeah, you know what? Let's just go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead and segue into that, bro.
Look, I'm sitting there watching last night. I always knew ever since the first time I saw MJF that dude is gold. That dude is money. That dude is going to be one of the most detestable people in wrestling and possibly outside of wrestling if they really if they let him go.
Yeah.
We all talk about moments. We all watch wrestling and see those moments where we know a star is made.
Yeah.
That promo was MJF's arrival.
Yes.
That promo was what I've been waiting for from MJF since I found out that MJF was going to be on AEW.
Right.
Because that bitch lit it up.
Oh my gosh.
And how clever are they? We clown WWE for the suffer to succotash line. That bitch said it and made it work.
He made it work, man. Sit over there just shooting on Cody's lisp and man, I gotta say,
he said his hair looks like a cat pissed on it.
Oh my gosh, this guy, bro. This guy. I've been saying it for months and months now that MJF is pure hell, and he's pure hell, bro.
That man came off, and of course you gotta love that he quoted the late great Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
That I love that.
Oh.
You know, like just the goods. He knows who he is, and the reason why that promo worked, MJF believed every letter of every word that he said in that promo. That wasn't a promo that was written for him. That wasn't a promo that was scripted for him.
No.
He knows what the feud is. He knows what the fight is. He just had to go out there, him being MJF, and fill in those blanks.
Yep.
And
he did it, bro.
And that man was popping off.
Oh, the things he was saying, bro. He was going in.
Because like he had me before, and then when he hit the list, I fell off the couch. I'm like, y'all want to see a dead body? I'm like, because I even added him on Twitter, and of course I didn't get a reply. I really don't want a reply from MJF.
Oh, I don't want to. I don't want it.
Your boy retire. You know, I'm having a decent run, but I retire. But I'm just like, why'd you have to body my boy Cody like that?
Man, he gave it to him. And like you said, he believed every word that he said. He was saying things like, man, this isn't about money because I've got more money than I know what to do with. So it ain't got nothing to do with money. It's got nothing to do with that. He just wants to see Cody suffer.
Mm-hmm. That's all it is.
And it's crazy. I mean, he straight up called Cody fake. Said dude was fake, you know what I mean? And it just the things that he said, and like you said, he believed every word of it. But for me, it was so big because you got to think about it like this. There's a lot of expectations from MJF. Mm-hmm. A lot of expectations from him. And do you know how hard it is to meet or exceed those high expectations when they're put upon you? Mm-hmm. There's not a lot of guys in history, in any sport, not just professional wrestling, in any sport, that have huge expectations put on them and then they meet and exceed them. You know what I mean? Right. Look at guys like, for example, just a small example. Look at a guy like LeBron James who came out. They was calling him the king before he even stepped on an NBA court. Mm-hmm. That's big expectations to have on you, and he met and exceeded them.
Man.
And to go back to bring it back to MJF is he has and have had a lot of high expectations on him. This promo last night was a perfect opportunity for him to fuck that up.
Yep.
He could have stumbled over some lines. He could have repeated himself a million times. No, this man went out there, and not only did he hit every single point, but he said it clear and concise so that you can understand. And he said it with conviction, and he believed everything he was saying. He hit this one out of the park, bro. Hit it out of the park, and he needed to.
And did you hear the ire of the people, man? Just the boos, and again, it's like AEW always said when they came out, they're like, oh, we're gonna let people cheer and boo whoever they want.
Yeah.
It's awful funny that people are cheering and booing who they're supposed to cheer and boo.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, granted, Jericho still gets his cheers and stuff, but not necessarily against Moxley. And
it's booking, bro. It's the way that they book them. They book them to do, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing with WWE. When you have, let's say somebody like, I'm just gonna throw him out there, Daniel Bryan, and he's running heel, right? They really do it to where it's like, if the crowd is cheering him, they don't have him say something to stop the cheers and turn it into boos.
Right.
The biggest thing that you see in AEW, and Jericho's done it, like you said, he still gets his cheers. Mm-hmm. But when you cheer him, he's going to quickly say something that's going to piss the crowd off, and they're booing again.
Freedom.
Yep.
Freedom to speak and go off, whatever the plan was for
Yeah.
you to say. Again, the lack of micromanagement is
Yeah.
the biggest boon for AEW,
Yep.
if you ask me.
Yeah.
And it's what it's like I said last night. I said it before the final match, which was the Bucks and Proud and Powerful in that Texas Death Match, which
Yes.
was crazy
So
in and of
good.
itself.
Oh, yeah.
And there were some spots in it that was that was bad. I will admit that.
Yeah.
Like there was one spot where like they went to throw the sock with the gimmicks in it.
Yeah.
And like Santana or one of them missed
Yeah.
catching it. He played it off well.
Yeah.
But
still.
bad. Or I'll say rough. I'm not gonna say bad.
Yeah.
Because again, I love those guys. Obviously. Besides, I don't want them throwing me in a circle. So there's that too, because I know they're actually about that life. But yeah, man, I actually put out before that match, or as that match was going, that I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there now. That this show checked every box that was needed to be checked as far as a wrestling show.
Yeah.
It had great matches that led to something. It weaved multiple stories throughout the show and continued those stories. It left multiple hooks.
Yep.
This thing with Darby Allin and Cody, I'm really looking forward to.
That's
because
interesting,
It's like,
yeah.
Darby's like, I'll be your partner, but I want a rematch for that draw that we had.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know about y'all, but I'm loving some Darby Allin. Darby Allin's another star.
Bro,
that
did you
was
see
made.
did you see the way that he just like
stormed through?
stormed through? He was like, the butcher and the blade, get out of my way. Like just
Right.
and I said it to you last night. I was like, Cody's just not Cody, but Darby's just
yeah.
a boss, man. Like he's a little dude with absolutely no fear.
I'll say it right. I'm not sure if we've said it on here, and we might have, but it just popped in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I think this might have been something that you said, that Darby Allin is everything that Jeff Hardy wishes he was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know that's a bold statement because, oh my God, Jeff Hardy's done so much.
He's been amazing.
As long as Darby Allin doesn't break himself, give Darby Allin time.
Yeah. Because it's just, and I feel like Jeff did a little bit of that, like during his time with like
And
TNA.
Jeff Hardy was
amazing. It's not taking anything away from him.
Nothing.
Anything away from him. But like Darby Allin is just that brooding, skater dude, and he just like, and with him, like it fits so perfectly his role because if you're I'm from once again I'm from California, and that's like pro skater capital of the world, bro.
Right.
And like these guys, they really legitimately don't care about pain.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're skateboarders, because they like the thrill of going up and down those verts and those ramps and going to skate parks. And I've been to skate parks myself. Those guys are legitimate.
Landing those crazy what
Yes.
looks to be impossible
Grinding
tricks.
and
I
stuff
could barely
like that.
walk in these crazy zones, or like kick flipping.
Yes, kick flips and
I don't know nothing about it. I did it on Tony Hawk.
yeah, I did all that. all that stuff on Tony Hawk.
Shit, I'll do all kind of shit on Tony Hawk, bro.
Man, but it just works so well with his character because he really doesn't care about pain, and he comes out there and he just owns who he is every single time. I absolutely love it. I also want to talk a little bit about, and we've been super critical of this, and that is AEW's women division.
Yeah.
Been
yeah.
super critical of it for a really long time.
They're getting there though.
They're starting to shape a little bit, bro.
I've first off, I do like what Brandy's doing, how she's kind of like stepped away from whatever her role was with the women and doing this this new stable that she seems to be. What was it, the Nightmare
Collective.
Yeah. And they had a guy there, some dude with him.
Yeah, and when he turned, it almost kind of looked like Dustin.
Yeah,
but then we found out later on that it wasn't.
Right, it's not going to be. I said Billy Corgan. I'm thinking Billy Corgan.
Really?
No,
I was gonna say from NWA, that'd be crazy.
I'm just kidding.
Who were you? Is there anybody that you were thinking, or do you just not
No,
know?
I honestly I don't know.
Yeah.
I actually put on there because somebody added Cody and said, well, hopefully it's somebody that hopefully somebody we know, so we don't have like a situation kind of like we did with Butcher and the Blade, where it's like, who is that guy?
Right.
But I responded with, I don't mind it being a new talent because again, AEW is doing well at making their new talents.
Yes.
Now maybe they need to find ways to bring them out in a little bit more of an impactful way. Like Wardlow was a good debut.
Yes, or and just playing devil's advocate to that, or maybe people can be patient and let these characters develop.
Oh, what is it that line we say? Let it breathe.
We've been saying it on so many episodes, and that's not anything against what you were saying.
Yeah, for sure. You're absolutely correct.
But you're
absolutely
gonna see brand new faces that you've never seen before. And bro, I remember back when I was watching wrestling when I was a youngin', and they would bring. I didn't know anything about any independence or anything like that.
And that's just it, guys. This is what I'm saying. It's like, look. Again, go back to Darby Allin. I didn't know what a Darby Allin was before AEW existed.
Yeah.
I see that dude, and this ain't just because I happened to meet him outside Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And again, he was cool as fuck. You know what? Little bit I got to talk to him. And you guys heard the story. If you haven't, I talked about it a couple.
Check it
few
out.
weeks
Check
ago.
those episodes
it's back
out.
there. It's archived. But yeah, that dude's a star in my eyes.
Yeah.
But he wasn't at first, and that again is AEW sticking with their talent.
Yep.
And even, God damn it, Drake.
I know who you're gonna say.
Damn it, Drake. Fucking Janela, dude. I don't dislike Janela as much as I used to.
Yeah.
I'm still not fully on the bandwagon. I know Drake's probably gonna be like bullshit, and Drake's out on report right now.
Yep. He's out on assignment.
Yeah, he's on
Out
assignment, doing work in the doing social media work and
Yeah,
stuff for
yep,
us. And,
yep,
so
doing what he does.
He should be back.
Yeah, he'll probably be back next week.
Might be
Yeah.
out playing grab ass or something.
Who knows? It's Drake.
It's Drake. But anyway, because Drake's a huge Joey Janela guy.
Yeah.
Like huge, like yeah.
I'm coming out on the record right now and say at this point, how many weeks has it been
For AEW.
for AEW?
What we got? 12?
I think we might be at 12.
12, 13?
He's not over with me.
Joey?
No.
No?
No.
No? Fair enough. Well, I know Adam Page really wasn't over with you for a while
Yeah.
too.
And listen, I got nothing against Joey Janela. It's not connecting for me, bro.
Who are you telling? You're
It's
preaching
not.
to the choir. See, this is Drake. We'll have to bring this up. With Drake next
Sure.
time. Next
Yeah.
time he's
We
on,
will.
because-
We will.
Because again, I've asked Drake, like, what is it about this guy?
Is it just the
And
crazy things that he does that he
I
likes?
think so.
It's
It's just
I need more than that, bro.
Yeah.
I need something more than that. Like, I want, I guess, and I'll go just a little short on this. If he's going to be doing crazy things and stuff like that, I want to get more of like a Terry Funk vibe off of him where he's almost like just crazy. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they kind of tried to do that thing with, with Sean Spears.
Yeah.
And Tully, where he had Tully and being like tied up in the chair. I did pop when he had Joey Hutch
Yeah.
put the glasses on Tully.
Yeah.
But then it was kind of awkward, like
Yeah.
once Sean Spears got over there, because like Tully just got up and he was still
Yeah,
tied
he just
up and
walked
he just
up.
kind of
Yeah,
walked on.
I didn't like how that ended because I would have wanted to see Joey Janela like maybe drag Tully into the back or something, and then maybe they fight in the back or something. But the kidnapping didn't last long
Yeah,
enough for
see,
me.
this is what they should have done, because again, they had me. It was a cool shot when the lights went out.
Yeah.
The lights came back up. There was Tully tied up with the glasses on, and there was behind him. Kind of did the reveal. If you ask me, if they was going to do this, they should have done something. Either like have Joey, I don't want to say like hold a knife to him or something, but like hold like something to Tully to keep
Yeah.
Sean Spears at
So
bay.
like at the back, like if you do it, I will. I guess cut him or something like that.
something,
Yeah.
something. Because if Joey's crazy, like he's portraying,
Yeah.
then why not?
Bro, could you imagine Terry Funk and Joey Janela's spot in that exact same spot.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Terry Funk, he did crazy things, but that dude, his character was crazy.
Right. Well, that's because I think Terry Funk himself was a little bit crazy.
That's true. That's true. But I just don't. It's not there for me, bro.
But see, like I said, I'm not quite there with him yet either.
Yeah.
Like I'm resisting it, but I feel like that if they booked him in the right spot, with the right match, and the right person,
Definitely
at
still
the
hope.
right moment,
Definitely still hope.
it could possibly potentially push it over the edge. And again, one thing I will give that dude credit for. I'm not sure how bad it affects him, but people are fucking vile to him.
What, on social media?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that, bro.
And the fact that he still shrugs that off and goes out there and exudes, I mean, because again, one thing you say, the dude exudes confidence.
Yeah. Oh, I'll give him that all day. Like I said, don't hate the
He
guy.
don't give a fuck. And, you know, and I got it. There's something, you know, about that. And I was going to be like, hey, man, that dude, I kind of respect that a little bit.
Absolutely.
You know, for what it's worth. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much more time on Joey because, again, you know, this isn't a show for Drake.
Yeah. Yes, man.
But yeah, I mean, it was what it was. And it fit in the spot that it needed to
Sure,
fit.
sure. And going right back around, back to the AEW women's division,
Yes,
we got a
after
chance.
that.
We got a chance to see the newly signed Big Swole, and man, I gotta say, Big Swole left an impression on me, bro.
She really did.
Yeah,
And-
she's a vibe.
And I finally understood what the hell soccer is doing there.
Yeah, I know you've been kind of critical of her too a little bit.
Very,
Yeah.
very. And it's not her in-ring work.
Right,
Her
right.
in-ring work is clean. She can go. She can go, and you know, she's a bit of a, you know, and I'm not trying to body shame here. 'Cause again, I like a thicker woman.
Me too, bro.
But,
Shoot.
but you know, she's a thicker girl. and,
Yeah.
You know, she's very athletic for her, you know, for her build and everything.
Yeah,
But she's there to make women. She's not there to get herself over.
Yeah.
She's there to get the other talent over, and I think she did a pretty good job with Big Swole in that.
Oh,
because Big Swole looked good.
She did.
In this, and you know, Sakura was a great partner for her to work with.
yeah,
It was a women's match that I did, you know, pay attention to.
yeah.
The whole time at first, like I said, I was just kind of like, oh man, it's just not working with me. And I'm like, fake mustaches are awesome, but it's just ain't working.
It's
with
just not
me.
working. Yeah.
And then they did that weird spot with the microphone. Like, I don't know what the hell that was.
I honestly was here for it. I liked the little bit of entertainment I did, and Swole, just the way she, you know, did a little James Brown on the. Well, I like James Brown, so
Yeah,
there's
sure,
that.
sure.
But I just like I understand why you wasn't digging it, but for me, man, all in all, I just think it was a great display to see what Big Swole can do, and it was
Yes.
something to get excited about for her future.
For sure. And it's great to see, because the one glaring weak point that's been with AEW, if you ask me, is, again, within the women's division.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I kind of wondered, and I mean this with the utmost respect, that should they even have one?
Right.
You know,
Right.
maybe just have showcase matches and stuff like that here and there. But AEW is sticking with it. They're
Yes,
sticking
they are,
with
as
them,
they should.
As they should. And yes, because it's not that I don't want a women's division.
Yeah.
It's just, do they have the women there that would be able to carry it? But they're getting there.
Yeah, they are.
You know that, what's her name, Statlander?
Chris Statlander, yep.
She's good. That
Man.
girl's real good.
Dude, have you seen the meme going around of her?
Which, no, I'm not sure.
Basically, it's the one. It's a picture of her, and it's a caption of it saying, "The only alien cheeks I would clap." Because she's an alien, bro.
Yes, that's what I've heard.
She's an alien.
That's what I've heard. And I do believe Brandy and from the Nightmare Collective.
Yep, trying to recruit her.
Is, you know, kind of got our eyes on her too.
Yep. A lot of recruiting going on in AEW. It seems
Yeah,
like.
a lot of stables.
Yeah,
forming, and
yeah.
it makes me wonder if they're going to have some sort of, I'm going to say war games, but like some sort of
Maybe at some point.
like clashing of, stables.
Yeah.
as it were. And also they announced their next show. their
Oh
next
my!
special.
Oh yes,
And
yes.
damn it, in Chicago, you cheeky pricks.
Ah, Revolution.
Yeah.
Revolution. That's gonna, dude, and that is at
Simple,
the.
effective name.
Yes, and that's going to be at the end of February. It's going to be on the leap year day, so the 29th.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
and it's going to be in Chicago, like you said. and tickets go on sale next Friday, and there is no way we can make it because I can't afford it financially.
Unless y'all really want to throw down some money on the
Some-
Patreon
for
so
sure,
your homies
hey.
can get there.
Yeah, we would love
I
that.
ain't
We
asking for a handout.
Nah,
but
none of that. But it's like the way I see it is, you know that show's gonna, sell out in probably it's Chicago, bro. It's
y'all
Chicago
see
and
also
it's
buy some
AEW.
shirts.
Buy some shirts, hit up the Patreon. You know what I mean? Just hit it up. But bro, we planned on going to All Out, and we had the money then. And guess what? We couldn't because tickets sold out in like 24 minutes.
Yeah.
I fully expect the same thing to happen.
Was
Bro.
gone.
I fully expect the same thing to happen.
Yo, yeah, I think it's gonna go quick.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and I think AEW again, they keep doing what they're doing, bro. They got the formula.
Oh yeah.
They got the formula.
And I like how now we wanted to know what the role of that ring was.
Yeah.
That ring. Well, now I think we know the role of it. He's gonna make people kiss the ring, just like Cody had people kissing the Ring of Honor, which I kissed the Ring of Honor before. You know what I mean? And I think that's what he's gonna do. So now I think things are kind of coming full circle for the ring, and he's gonna use that as part of his gimmick. You know what I mean? And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. It works. It ties into his feud with Cody. And listen, it was just kind of nuanced in. We still don't know what the purpose of that ring is, as far as I know. But
I have no idea.
but he's integrating into the story, and that's all right with me, bro. That is all right with me.
I'm here for it.
I'm definitely here for it, man. And so we got a chance to see Luchasaurus a little bit, and you know what I mean. We're getting more closer to Chris Jericho versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and man. And from what I believe, it's a non-title match.
It's a non-title match. It's going to go 10 minutes.
Well,
it has a 10-minute
time limit.
Yeah.
So do you think that with it being a non-title match, maybe Jungle Boy comes out with a win? Non-title. Maybe go to draw. 10-minute draw.
I can see it going to a draw.
I can see a draw.
I see a draw.
Especially with only being 10 minutes.
I see it a draw and then a beat down by the inner circle.
Yeah.
Like that's how I kind of see it going.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a great match.
Oh, it's going to be a good match. It's going to be good.
Jericho's there to make people.
Oh, yeah. And
Jericho
he does
is
it
there
so
to
well.
make people.
He does it so well, bro. He does it so well. We're not going to spend too much time on that.
Yeah. 'Cause we're going to have a lot more to talk about that as like the...
Hey, what's up, my man? Hey, we just had one of the members of the household come on in, but
biggest Brock Lesnar fan.
yes, but man, oh man, there's just so much to talk about. How's it going, bro? Good. But there's just so much to talk about. But the last thing we want to talk about, man, and really dig deep into is that main event of AEW last night, and that was the Bucks going up against Proud and Powerful in a Texas street fight, and it was just that. It was a fight, bro. Falls count anywhere. It was sanctioned. They did. I really liked that they, just those little touches. It's sanctioned, but falls count anywhere.
That sports.
Yeah, that sports centric feel to it. And man, and they was going up against Proud and Powerful, and the winner goes up against SCU next week at the big AEW holiday special that they're going to do, and go up against SCU for the tag team championships. And it's for me, man. It was a good match.
Yeah,
it was a good match.
It was a good match.
Wasn't perfect,
yeah,
but good.
It was a good match to close the show.
Yeah.
And again, it's just a fun show.
Yeah,
man.
it is.
And they set up for an amazing show. Both NXT and AEW are set up.
Yeah.
Just to be crazy awesome next week.
Yeah.
And I love that the talents getting a break.
Yeah.
After that.
That's so good for them,
I'm
man.
good.
I don't listen. Let me talk about that for a quick little second.
Yeah, let's talk.
Love professional wrestling.
Love it.
I'm loving the Wednesday Night Wars.
Love it.
Absolutely love it.
8 o'clock Wednesday night, I'm there.
I am there, bro. I am right there. As soon as I possibly can be after I get the kids to bed, I'm there. But that Wednesday, the Wednesday where we have Christmas, they need to be with their families, bro.
Right.
I don't need it that bad.
No.
I don't need it that bad.
I don't need, and I don't need a pre-taped show.
Nope.
I know. I. You know what? Because again, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yep.
Take a break.
Take a
Rest
break.
yourselves.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like you guys in the matches do crazy ass shit. Like like there's so much that they do. Like they don't need to be out there doing that shit all the time. And again, like you said, be with your families, be with your people. for that
Absolutely.
time. You know, because we take that for granted because we see these people, we only see them on our TVs and like, oh, they're superstars, but these are people too.
Yep.
You know, and these people got their people that they want to see.
Exactly.
So let them see them.
Yes, absolutely. Good on, like I said, you want to call it a war, you can call it what you want. You know what I mean? If you want to call it a war, have fun with it. We're here to have fun. You know, but at the end of the day, good on WWE and AEW for making sure that the talent comes first on Christmas. They need to be with their families. You know what I mean? You call it a war, you call it whatever you want to, but at the end of the day, good on both promotions for making sure that they're with their families, man, because that's really important, bro. Super important.
Right, and if we can touch on this whole war thing, kind of swerve the, take a different turn with the combo here.
Sure.
The ratings were the same
Yeah.
for both shows.
How in the hell, bro?
Now, I've heard that TNT had some outages in some places.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I ain't trying to make excuses or anything. This is just what I've heard. So I wonder if said outages were not there, if that number would have kind of been tipped in the favor of AEW. I
Right.
don't know. That's all hypotheticals.
Right.
Bottom line is that they both met the numbers of 778,000 people.
Wow.
But that tells me something. You got about 1.5 million people watching wrestling on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
I wonder if a show was to move to a Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, that's another night of wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I would even really want that.
And plus, that would mess up our Thursday night podcast.
And plus, that really kind of throw a wrench in that too.
Oh, for sure.
So don't do it. But if they did, are they going to be able to get 1.5 million people?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know. That's a good question.
and I still wonder, like, how would this have panned out? I'm going to throw a hypothetical for you, and I'm going to throw a hypothetical for you people out there. Feel free to add us on Facebook, Twitter, wherever.
Sure.
We can talk about it.
Absolutely.
How do you think this would have went if this brand, now that we know what AEW basically is, how would it did against Raw?
That's an interesting
Or
question.
SmackDown? Because I think they would be able to pull some numbers from them.
Bro, if they put the way I see it, if they put AEW up against Raw, I think what's Raw been getting consistently? About 2 million?
2 million, 2.2,
I think that
dropping below 2 after the third hour.
I think that they would see more. I think more numbers would go. Maybe not in the beginning, but I think people would, especially if you're doing like this Lana Rusev crap.
People don't turn the
People
channel.
gonna turn it off,
If
bro.
they have an opportunity to change the channel for an alternative off of Monday Night Raw, they're taking it.
Yeah,
I guarantee they're taking it.
yeah.
There's
Because
part of me, man, that thinks that AEW may have wanted to go, but I
Monday
can
nights,
see where they
yeah.
did, why they did what they did.
You want my honest opinion, bro? And then we're gonna get back to that main event. My honest opinion, and this is gonna be bold, and you can at me, and I'm fine with it. My honest opinion, Hutch. You ready for this? I think out of the entire week of wrestling, I think Raw is the weak link.
It is. It is.
Isn't it crazy to say that Monday Night Raw is the weak link?
It does not feel like a flagship show to me.
No.
It does not.
No.
It does not feel like, because Raw used to be the pinnacle of
Yeah.
wrestling. Like, this is where it all went down, and this is like where it all, like, the trickle down effect, so to speak.
Yeah.
Of like, then it went to SmackDown, and then the pay-per-views and all that stuff, but all the shit would go down on Raw.
Yeah.
And I get that, they're trying to buddy up with Fox right now and make SmackDown, the whip. Like, that's it. SmackDown's where it's at.
And they should do
But,
that.
and they should. But again, it's WWE planting too many masters, man.
Yep.
And it's spread them thin.
Yep.
And you combine that with, delusional Vince. Yeah, pal. Up there at the top.
Yeah.
That, again, as we said, that Vince filter is a bitch.
Oh man.
It's just, again, I wonder how AEW would do
for sure.
against them now.
For sure. I absolutely agree with that. And I stand by what I said about Monday Night Raw being the weak link. Stand by that.
I have no debates. You know what? You at him, you must go ahead and at me too.
Yeah.
Because I will
We can talk about it.
I'll gladly talk to you all about
We
that.
will talk about it because I firmly believe that. But this main event, the Texas Street Fight between the Bucks and Proud and Powerful, man, was a great match.
Real good.
Man, a lot of table play, bro. A lot of table play. I'm not sure how I felt about
They
that.
gotta be careful with that.
Yeah.
Because you start doing this stuff all the time, and people's gonna get numb to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
and didn't I think at some point like all four guys went through a table like it was almost like dominoes falling in place.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, you know what I
and
mean?
then there was one spot too that was just like it was. I want to say it was San Ortiz.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Ortiz. It was like kind of like on his knees, and then one of the Bucks had the chair. And Ortiz just kind of like lined his own head behind the chair just to get super kicked. You know what I mean? And I'm like.
And guys, I just want to let you guys out there in the household know that this is really deep nitpicking. You know, this is really deep nitpicking. Yeah.
Because again, I was still entertained. By
It was still a good match.
and I love the talent in it.
Yeah.
I do. I'm fans of them all. And it's good to see the Bucks are getting their due, and I'm looking forward to the match with them in SCU. I think, and you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I hope the Bucks win. Say what you want. You go, oh, they're giving themselves a title. Bottom line, when the Bucks take that fall, they're going to make another tag team.
For sure.
Be it Private Party, be it, I'm going to say hopefully Dark Order. You know what I mean? I love this Dark Order. Be it the Butcher and the Blade, which, damn, he did Butcher and the Blade versus the Bucks.
Oof, that'd be nuts. That'd be nuts. Dark Order versus the Bucks. They've done that a lot.
Yeah.
Like in the Indies, and they have good chemistry together.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, with me, I like SCU, and this is gonna sound really harsh, but they're not a cornerstone tag team to me, bro. It's nothing against them. Once again, I love SCU. I think they're a great tag team, and I really like how Scorpio Sky kind of had his moment. Did he win the title? No, but he had his moment.
Scorpio's really been standing out to me.
He has. But to me, they just, it's not, I'm not saying they're not connecting, because they're connecting in their own way, but they're not larger than life to me.
No, they're really, really not. But still, it's super entertaining.
Sure.
Like they're a good. If you ask me, wow, this is gonna sound really bad. And I'm really not trying to sound this way, but they're a good mid-level tag team.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Yeah.
They're a good mid-level tag team is where I put them at. But again, the match itself was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, again, and the show was awesome. Like again, it was just a fun watch. I look forward to AEW every week, man.
Yes, me too.
Every week.
Me
like,
too.
They continue to put out good shows, and I love that their talent is interactive on social media.
Yeah.
Like, they just get it. And I kind of think, like, I don't know this, but I kind of think that they probably pushed them to do that.
Yeah.
Because, again, that's how the Bucks got out there.
Yeah.
That's how they got their shit out there. They were going to do meet and greets everywhere. Hell, we met them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they would do meet and greets and would sit for hours and hours and hours and talk to fans.
Yep.
They laid the groundwork for this AEW shit.
They sure
and
have.
They had no idea, I think, that they were doing it.
Yeah.
You know, they were just at the time getting the Bullet Club stuff over.
Yep.
But now they got their other talent kind of doing the same thing.
And it's gotten so much bigger, man. So much.
bigger. Because, odds are if you, I'm not going to say every time, but as long as you're going to come with AEW shit, you come correct, you're probably at least going to get a like or a retweet or something from their talent, or possibly have dialogue with them.
Yeah.
And then you got how the Dark Order's doing it, where they're like, we found you, and that kind of thing, that weird kind of like their own like little vibe, their own thing that they're doing.
Yeah.
They just their own flavor of getting their stuff out there, but yet still having that interactivity with the fans.
Yeah.
Again, I signed up for a website and I don't know what the fuck I signed up for.
Right, you don't even know, bro.
For all I know, I could go home and there may be one of them fucking homie masks hanging on my doorknob.
Hey, man, that'd be wild.
I'll put it on.
Hey, might as well, man. What if you put it on, man, and it was like a symbiote that took over your body?
Oh shit, dude!
That'd be crazy.
Like Venom or like
Yes.
the mask.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That'd be nuts. That'd be kind of dope, though. I'd kind of like, I'd want the power,
next thing I
bro.
know, I'm going live on Facebook and I'm telling everybody I'm joining the Dark Order.
Yes,
commercial.
telling everybody to join the Dark Order, bro.
Find your reason.
Right. And
Join
man,
us.
it just made for a really good night. So we're gonna be wrapping this thing
Yeah,
up.
I'll say I've been going for a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna be wrapping this thing up, and man, I gotta ask you these last couple questions, and after we do that, I'm gonna announce a guest that's gonna be coming to your house next week. Oh yeah,
shit, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
steady with the guests too.
oh yeah, we hit
all
you
that,
guys from
right?
all cylinders. But so this week, the Wednesday Night Wars. Who won for you?
Well, I can't answer that definitively because
Right.
I haven't seen both sides.
Right.
But based off what I've seen, man, it's really not even fair for me to answer this. But I
Right.
gotta say AEW, man, like
Yeah.
because like even though I have not watched NXT, and I'll come back, we'll boomerang back to this question.
Sure, we'll come
on
back,
on
yeah.
on a later episode,
For
so I
sure.
can give a more accurate answer. Because again, I can't speak on it if I haven't watched the show.
Right.
And that's not how we do things here.
Yeah,
But
that is not how we do
To
things.
give a temporary answer now, I will go with AEW because AEW feels like the more complete show to me. It had
Right.
everything. It had, great promos. It had serious promos. It had the funny stuff. It
Yeah.
had the kind of off-kilter weird stuff with the Dark Order that really fucking stood out to me.
Still had a lot of good wrestling.
And a lot of great, good wrestling, great wrestling. There were
balance.
some rough spots as well.
Sure.
Um,
Little issues with production here
There,
and there.
we've seen a megastar before.
Yeah.
How can you top that?
Yeah.
There's nothing. I'm sorry, and I'll say this right now. I feel like I can at least say this. There's not going to be anything on NXT that's going to be as impactful to me as watching MJF turn into a megastar during that promo that
Yeah.
he gave. There's nothing that's going to top that.
Yeah.
Again, at me.
Hey,
If you think
we
I'm
can talk
wrong,
about
we
it.
can talk about
We
it.
can
It's
talk
also
about it.
this art we love is subjective. Y'all.
It is, man.
So,
It is, man.
So yeah, you can at me on that. We can talk about it. But that's where I'm at. I'm
Yeah.
going to say AEW.
I'm going to jump into, and I did watch both shows, and without a doubt, easily my match of the week, without even, I've thought about it obviously, but my match of the week, right off cuff, and I don't care, was Angel Garza versus Leo
I had a
Rush.
feeling you were going to say that.
That was my
That makes
match of
sense.
the week. It was a fantastic match, and I'm sitting over here, I'm in my house, just, straightening up, doing my thing before I go to work, folding clothes, and I was watching this match, and I had to stop folding because I wanted to have my full attention on it because it was just ramping up so good.
Right, because it was
Just so good.
So
But who won the Wednesday Night Wars for me? It was AEW. It was AEW. It was just a better all-around show.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like it's more well-rounded.
Yeah.
Than NXT. NXT is set in its ways, and its ways are effective, and its ways
Yeah.
work. But AEW is just more free-flowing for
It
me.
is. It's more free. It is more free flowing. I think that with the way that they're developing characters in NXT, they're traveling outside of their comfort zone. Because you remember, we have to keep in mind and be fair here that NXT wasn't about star building before they came to USA.
Right.
It was about development because it was developmental.
It's true. It's true.
It wasn't about star building. You build your star more when you got to the main roster. Now, NXT is the main roster.
Right.
So now they have to transition into building stars, and we're seeing that happen more organically with AEW, obviously.
Unless they fight Finn Balor.
Finn Balor. But for me, it's just AEW, man. It's just AEW.
Yeah.
So now I ask you a different question. And we have NXT with our looking like our co-main events are going to be Rhea Ripley versus Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship, and Finn Balor versus Adam Cole for the NXT Championship in the men's division. So we have a women's division match for the title and a men's division match for the title. On the other side, to AEW, we have SCU versus the Young Bucks for the AEW Tag Team Championships. And we have Jungle Boy Jack Perry going up against Le Champion in a non-title match, Chris Jericho. You hear both those co-main events, those co-headlines, which one you want to watch more?
I'm gonna go with AEW, man.
You're gonna go with AEW?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with AEW because I feel like the NXT ones are somewhat predictable.
Yeah.
AEW, I kind of don't know what's gonna happen,
Yeah.
and I'm more surprises seem to happen with AEW.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And whereas it's like NXT's comfort food.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
NXT is like your pepperoni pizza.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Whereas I'm not trying to say like AEW is this exotic, unique flavor, but it's just
It's something different.
it's a new flavor.
Yeah, it's a new flavor.
It's something that's different. It's something that you don't really see elsewhere.
Yeah.
And it's funny looking what AEW's becoming. We compared them to WCW before.
Yeah.
In like as far as like, oh, obviously they're on TNT and all this stuff, but they almost have a, dare I say, Attitude Era-esque Crash TV type approach to their product
Yeah.
too. Because like look at how these storylines are weaving in and out with one another.
Yeah.
You got the storyline with Cody and MJF, but then all of a sudden here's Darby Allin. It's like, hey, I got your back, bro, but we got some unsettled business, unfinished business from a few months back. Don't think I forgot.
Yeah.
So we're going to throw that in there too.
Yeah.
But it still makes sense in the grand scheme of things.
It does.
Or so it seems. You know what I
Right,
mean? So,
right.
and it's like I wonder because I get it here because when you go back to the Attitude Era, we talk about the Voldemort of wrestling.
Yep.
And the way he booked stuff, the way he booked shit, he didn't know what was going to happen a month from now,
Yeah.
2 months from now. They would have a show and then think, okay, how would your character, your person, be it man or woman, react off of what happened this week?
Yeah.
Then that's how they would write the show for the next week. I wonder if they're taking a similar approach here.
Yeah.
Because it almost seems that way. That they're like, okay, this is what went down last week. This is how we're going to play off of it.
Yeah.
But then you hear too, like, oh, we got storylines written for the next 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Who knows,
But
man?
regardless, I love what they're crafting and I love what they're doing. But I know it's a very long-winded answer for you. But yeah, to answer your question,
Yeah.
what am I looking forward to? The AEW side.
I agree with you there, but man, I gotta say, the match out of the 4 matches that really stick out to me, I gotta be honest, it's Shayna Baszler and Rhea Ripley.
Yes.
That is the one. That's the match right there that sticks out because that's the match where I don't care about the outcome either way because I still love Shayna and I still love Rhea, but I just think that they're just going to beat the brakes off of each other.
yeah.
And Rhea Ripley is possibly the last believable woman that hasn't been beaten by Shayna Baszler that could be the one.
Yep.
So I have to say, in a small way, I'm still gonna, to be honest with you, I'm still gonna watch AEW.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna watch AEW. Like as far as what I'm tuning into Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, it has been and will continue to be AEW. But I can't lie, that match, that is the most interesting match to me out of the next week. But to answer the question, the short answer, it's AEW.
I will say that match that you just mentioned is what really made me consider
Yeah.
it because, like I said, I'm just not invested in the Valor thing. like
Yeah,
that.
I'm not.
And I think
I'm not.
that right there, it's funny, is like, Ripley and Baszler pushed me to that side, but Valor
Pushed you
me
away.
away
See-
so much that it just made me think, I'll take a 10-minute match with Jericho and Jungle Boy Jack Perry over whatever the hell they're going to do with Cole and
Valor.
Valor.
So let me ask you this. Would you, because I know what my answer is, but I want to know your answer. Had it been Keith Lee or maybe even
would my answer be different?
would your answer be different? For me, Keith Lee is a bigger game changer just because of the momentum that he had. But even if it was Tommaso Ciampa, where would you be at still?
I'm gonna still say the same.
Yeah.
Just solely on the fact that it's still new faces
Yeah.
in AEW.
Yeah.
You know.
See, for me, Keith Lee might have tipped the scale a little bit.
Yeah, and see, when I say new faces, Keith Lee's not exactly an old face.
Yeah.
So, man,
That's really hard to.
that would have made it a much more difficult question to answer. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
because they would have been capitalizing on the heat, or not heat. That's not the right word because he doesn't have any heat. But on the fire that's behind Keith Lee.
Yeah, and again, they fucking had him get pinned by fucking Balor.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm sorry. The more I think about it, again, I'm gonna have to watch the show to see.
Yeah,
how it
you
all
gotta
goes
watch the
down.
show. You have to watch the show.
Because I'm sitting here getting worked up over hypotheticals.
Yeah.
And just, what I'm seeing in my own head because, I'm not trying to have that whole thing where it's like, oh, I didn't get my way, therefore I don't like it.
Right,
I don't want to sound like that guy.
Right.
But I'm kind of sounding like that guy.
But just watch the show and you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll
like
see.
I said,
You'll check
I
it
need
out.
to watch the show before I can formulate,
Right. But
a proper opinion.
For me, man, I have to say, I've become such a big Keith Lee fan that he could have possibly tipped the scales for me. So
Word.
it is, it is what it is. That's how I feel. I'm not changing that. But for me, I'm still gonna watch AEW. But man, it's that time of the show.
Yeah, man.
It is that time of the show where I'm gonna announce a guest that is gonna be coming to the show next week.
Right, that's right. Yeah, we know we're coming out with the guests and everything.
Yes.
And a very interesting guest we have.
Yes, actually,
Looking forward to this.
we have two guests coming on the show at the same time.
We have two.
We have two ring announcers.
Really?
Yes, two ring announcers.
Well, this is news to me. See,
Yes.
Con tells me nothing, y'all. Nothing. Like, you see me over here riding shotgun all the time. Half the time, I don't even know what the hell's going on.
Organic. We want it to be organic.
So who we got, man? Let's
So, next week, coming to In Your House is ring announcer Zane Paisley, and he's bringing along his colleague, another ring announcer that we've seen before, personally.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And that is Bizarro Lucha's own Mr. Bizarro.
Fantastic. You had me a Bizarro Lucha. Holy shit. That's going to be awesome. That's
Yes.
going to be a fun interview. That's going to be a fun time.
Yes.
And yeah, you guys aren't going to want to miss that.
Oh, it's going to be
It's
great.
hard to tell what we're going to talk about.
Oh, man. Well, one thing we're going to talk about is that he's actually going to be in the Tampa area for WrestleMania weekend.
Really now?
And he is looking to get booked.
Hey, but I can see why that couldn't happen.
He's very talented,
And
man.
my way it happened.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
It's going to be exciting to talk about him as he journeys off into that weekend, trying to find his way, and he's talented enough, man. Super talented.
Absolutely. And that's a really, really, important thing, for a talent, because again, what better weekend to get yourself booked on
Yeah.
than let's face it, the biggest wrestling weekend that's out there.
Yeah.
And so of course you're gonna want to get out there. That's prime time, prime real estate, prime money right
Exactly.
there. So yeah, it's gonna be really, really awesome to have them on it. Again, y'all, if you're not hip to the Bizarro Lucha thing, we're gonna talk about it more once we get into it with them. But what an environment.
Oh yeah, such
But
a
yeah,
great
good
environment,
stuff.
man, and I'm super excited to have him on the show. And In Your House just keeps pushing and keep rolling. We're not stopping, guys. We're not going anywhere. We tell you guys all the time, and it's just amazing, man. But we've had the great opportunity to be here at Dragon's Horde. We're here far after hours, and they've been super cool about it. And it's time to wrap it up, man. So this is your time, man. You know what time it is, buddy. It's time to plug it, bro.
All right, man. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and leave with the Instagrams.
Yep.
And you can follow me on that at Hutch in Your House. You can just let me know what you did. And also on the Twitter, which I'm going to go ahead and push that one a little bit hard here because, again, I've been active as
You've
hell
been
on
doing
Twitter.
good, man.
I'm now up to 120 people.
Yeah.
I'm like, quadrupled my
Yes.
followers since I actually started attempting to do this shit.
Yeah.
So apparently I'm doing something right. I'm tweeting, twatting, twatting.
I think it's tweeting. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you can follow me on the Twitter at Hutch IYH or look up Mikey Hutch IYH. Either way, it should pull me up. And again, I'm super active on there, man. Chatting up with anybody and everybody. And it's funny, like the people that seem to gravitate towards me there, it's the same kind of people that gravitate towards us elsewhere, and that's your unbiased fans.
Yeah.
The ones that are
They
just
just
kind
enjoy
of
it.
Swiss of it. They just love this art, this profession. That brings me back to the adage that I say, from your cornerstone of commentary, with the killer spitting like a semi-automatic. Mikey Hutch over here. But yeah, regardless of what you cheer, what you boo, regardless if it's AEW, WWE, NXT, New Japan, Ring of Honor, and I don't know who really cheers Ring of Honor anymore, but anyway, but we are wrestling, we are Legion, we are one. Thank you very much for listening to us. Thank you very much for Podcorn for sponsoring us. Thank you very much for Dragon Horde Corny Games for sponsoring us. Thank you, DCCW.
Yes.
Jared,
yes.
hope you get better, brother.
Absolutely.
And, we love you guys. We love the household out there. You guys, man, we are growing this into a legion.
Yes, we are, man. Yes,
And
we
wow,
are.
what a long outro this is for me. So I'm going to cut it off right there. Thank you all very much for listening. Catch you next time.
Hey, we will catch you next time. And we are one. One of the great slogans of the In Your House podcast from the cornerstone of commentary, Mikey Hutch. And guys, this was just another great episode, but that is what we do here at In Your House. We hit you with that work. So let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's all right. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to you guys. You guys know what we do here. We hit you up every single Thursday night on Facebook Live, hitting you with 3 episodes a week because we love to get you out at work. Guys, buy a freaking shirt. It's www.prowrestlingtees.com/inyourhouse. Get this work, get this shirt. And guys, we tell you this all the time. Hop on this bandwagon. Get on or get gone. Because the household, well, we still going mighty strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.